That's now coming to the loops, right? So why first the question arises, why do we use loops? Right, sister? So the loops
Yes.
means they are made to do a repetitive thing. Like I'm telling you example. Suppose that if in the university we are 100 students, right? So if I want you to write a program that will ask the user to ask the user to enter the student marks. So what you will do, you will create 100 integer variables to store the student scores, right?
Yes.
Or and you will also print 100 1000 sorry 100 times system dot out dot println enter student first marks enter student second marks, right? So in order to avoid that thing, what we will do, we will write only one thing, one statement, system dot out dot println enter the student marks only one time. And what we will do, we will put that thing into the loop, and it will automatically iterate that thing 200 times.
Okay.
Yeah, do you just let me? I'm just simply showing you an example. Let me share the screen.
Here no have for loop in this paper.
So do you, now, just what we have to do. I'm just telling you the how we work with the loops. We will start from do while loop or while loop, right?
There have for loop. Yes. Also. Ah, here. It's last in this another page.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will check that. No issue. But I'll just let's do start with the for loops, right? So let me remove these things for you. And so what I told you, if I want you to store 100 students, or I want you to ask 100 students to enter their name, right? So this is the program. So how we will, if without loops, I'm telling you without loops, what I will do, I will write
System. This maybe
system that out
100
are,
times.
yeah, 100 times print. So what enter students one colon one mark, right? So what I have to do, if without loops, if we consider that thing, then we have to what we have to do, we have to write
Repeat
100 times
this.
that thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in order to do that thing, in order to avoid that thing, what we will do, we will use loops, right? That is one
Yeah.
example, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Another example is that if I want you to write numbers from 1 to 100, what you will do, you will write the in the system dot out dot println like this, right? System dot out dot print 1 colon 2 colon 3, right? So what you will do, you will write from 1 to colon 1 to 100, and that will take time, right? And that is
Yes.
just a small thing, just a small. I'm asking you to enter from 1 to 1000. If I want you to write from 1 to 1000 and 1 lakh, then that will take time to write these things, right? So what we will do, we will just parent as what we will do, we will put these things in the loops, and they will automatically iterate everything for us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So coming to the loops, there are three types of the loops. One is a while loop, second the do while loop, and third one is a for loop, right?
Yes.
So now the thing is arises, does these loops, all loops are same, or there's a difference? And the answer is that these all three loops are same, but their usage is different.
When we will use while, when we will use do.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
saying the work will be same, but the usage is different.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me this one, each one.
yeah, I'm telling the each one. In the while loop, if we do not know the number of iterations. Do you understand that? The number of iterations. If we do not know the number of iterations, right? So we use while loop. You
Okay.
understand that? Now,
Yeah.
what is that? We do not know the number of iterations. What do we mean by number of iterations? Means we do not know how time we should run the loop, right?
Like this in the app, 100 student,
Yeah,
like this.
yeah.
This
Here,
one, this number.
yeah. This that one is not while loop because in the above 100 instance we know we have to run 100 times, right?
Yes.
So we will not use while loop. You understand that?
Here we know it's have 100 student.
Yeah. So then we will not use while loop there.
Here you say if we do not know the number. Here they give us number 100.
Yeah, so I am saying you that we will not here in that again we will not use while loop.
Why?
Why? I'm telling that because we know we have to run the loop for 100 times. We know the ending position. We have to start from one, then we have to ask the second number and third, and we have to ask the student to enter the last number 100 times. Do you understand that, sister? Now listen to me. In the above example, if you will ask students to enter your marks, then you will start from one and you will end at number 100, right? We know starting student and we know the last student that it will be 100.
Yes.
Yeah. So there, if we know the starting position and the ending position, then we will not use the while loop there, right? Now, just give me an example of while loop to you, right? Just I will give you the while loop to you, right? So just for the while loop, we will take an example
Yes,
of
I understand you. If we don't know how, yani, when we start like one, then we end with 100, we
yeah,
will not use while loop because
yeah,
while loop, uh, uh, yani, if I don't know when I will start, when what the end.
yeah. That is the thing. Do you understand? Do you understand that, sister? Now,
Yes, yes,
for the while loop, I am telling you if I want a number, right? I am entering a int num equal to 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, right?
yes.
So now I what I want to do, I want to count the digits. How many digits
Count
are digits means
means what digit?
digits. One is a digit, second is a digit, third, fourth, fifth. How many
Uh,
numbers are in the variable num, right? Now how many numbers are
yes,
there? One, two, three, four, five.
yes,
So now here we do not know we from where we have to start and from where the our loop will end, right?
yes.
Yeah, so there we will use the while loop. Do you understand, sister? Hello, sister.
Mm,
Do you
I
understand me?
understand later.
Now I will give another number to you, right? So just yeah, just a second. Now take an example, right? Another example, right? So write a program that will ask the user to enter the number, right? Number and add them until user enters 0. So write a program that will ask the user to enter a number and sum those numbers until the user enters 0. Right, sister? Now here what we have to do, we do not know that when the user will enter 0, right?
Yes,
The user can enter the 0 after two numbers, or the user can enter the 0 after five numbers. Means we do not know the how much loop will run.
yes, this I
So
understand.
yeah, so
While like this thing, we will use
while loop.
while loop.
Yeah, do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. Now coming to this thing, I will do that thing on the loop, right? I'll just write that thing in
Okay.
the while loop. So and do you know the example of the while loop? Have you learned the syntax of the while loop?
While then bracket,
While then bracket
then
here
we put
condition, right?
this condition.
Here
We close.
in the
We
code, right?
open. Yes.
Code comes here, and above that we initialize variables, right? So
Yes.
this is the syntax for while loop. So I will try to convert that thing into the while loop. So let's start. What I will do, I will first let me create the scanner object. Scanner system dot.
Why you don't start with um, import Java this thing?
Uh, no, I have to write that thing here, right? So I import
I have it here.
Java import sorry Java dot
Util
code Java dot util dot scanner,
scan.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, so here comes the scanner here. Now what I will do, I will system, right? Enter the number, right? So colon number equal to, it is int num equal to, what is num equal to, scan dot next int, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now what we will do, we will check, we will check if num is not equal to 0, right? We will check, what we will check, we will check that while num not equal to 0, if this number is not equal to 0, then run this code, right? You understand that, sister? Just a sec, just a minute, I'm telling you here. When we run the program, it will show enter the number. Suppose if the user will enter 2 in the num, we will there will be 2, right? So we will check here 2 not equal to 0. If 2 is not equal to 0, then run the while loop, else it will not run the while loop. Hello, sister. Do you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I hear you.
Do you have you understand that thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, if it's not equal, the num not equal 0, the
Yeah.
while will run.
Run. So in the while loop, what we will do in the here, I am creating an is a variable of integer sum equal to 0. So right. So in the while loop, what we will do, if num not equal to 0, then sum equal to sum plus num. Do
What
you,
you do?
yeah,
What's
now just listen. What it will do, once the user will enter 2, suppose I'm taking as a num equal to 2, right? If the user
yeah,
enters 2, it will come to this thing and it will check 2 not equal to 0. Yes, 2 is not equal to 0. It is a true thing, right?
yes,
So here in that thing, sum equal to, what sum will be equal to, sum, in the sum we have what, we have 0, right?
the-
And plus, and what we have in the num, we have 2.
why you do sum equal 0?
Because we
Mistake.
want to add the numbers that the user will enter.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, no, listen, sister, that we have to initialize the way. If we will not initialize it equal to 0, it will give us the error, right? So instead, it is better to initialize the variable equal to always 0.
okay.
So if it will be what, now what it will be in the, we will have 2 in the sum, right?
Mean every time we put something here before, like in sum equal something,
Yeah, something.
not
Now just listen to me. I am telling you again. What it will do? Again, we will ask the user. Just let me complete it, and I will
okay.
tell you. I will tell you everything how we will handle that thing. Right? Again, in some enter number and num equal to scan dot next int and int. Right? Now listen, sister, right? Me now, I'm going to tell you everything how it will work and how we will get the sum of the numbers, right? So coming, I what I did, I initialized a variable sum equal to 0, and then I created the object for scanner to take input from the user, right? So what we will show, user enter the number and we will store that number into num, right? So suppose if the user enters 3 first time, right? So in the num we will, it will be 3. We will check in the while loop, while num not equal to 0. In the num we have 3, 3 not equal to 0. Yes, condition is true, and we will come to this statement, right?
Yes,
Here what it will be done, we will assign something to the sum, right? So in the sum variable, we already added add that we have initialized sum equal to 0. So we have 0 in the sum plus num, we have what, we have 3 in the num, right?
yes,
So in the sum variable, we now the sum variable equal to 3, right?
yes,
Yeah, again, what it will do, it will, in the sum we have 3. The user, we will ask the user to enter the number again. Enter the number, right? Suppose this time user enters either 5, right? Now in the num we have what, we have 5, right? So from 22 line number 2, num equal to 5, it will go again to the line number 17, right?
yes,
It will check num, what we have in the num, 5, 5 not equal to 0. Yes, 5 is not equal to 0, right?
yes.
Yeah. So again, what it will do, it will,
Enter again the number.
no, what it will do, in the previous time we had 3 in the sum, so 3 plus, and we have to add the num in the sum, right?
Yes,
So what we had in num? We had 5 in the num. So 3 into 5 equal to 8. So the 8 will go into the sum. So that process will repeat again, and if user will enter 0, Then suppose this time it will come to here and the user enters 0. So from line number 22, it will go to line number 17. 0 not equal to 0. It is a false condition and the loop will not run. So it will be terminated, right? Sum equal to plus sum. Just let me remove that thing and we will, right? So here run, right? So let me run that thing. Right.
Enter.
So 5, right?
Yes.
10, 15. It's a 6, 21. We will enter a 0 mark. That can you see that sum is a 21
Why 21?
because listen. First we entered 10, right? Then we entered 6.
First 5.
So first we 5. Then we entered 6. Oh sorry, 10. 5 plus 10, 15. 15 plus 6, 21. Do you understand that, sister?
When I enter 0, it
Yeah.
will do the thing adding.
No, it will not do the adding thing.
Okay, why it's when you enter 0, it's give you 21.
Yeah,
It's plus 6 plus 10 plus 5.
it will be 21. Just a minute. I'm showing you another thing, right? So just give me a minute to in the paint. I will paste that thing. It will be uh,
It's better when you do like here and same the paper like file, then you put any data like maybe I, you put I equal less than or equal 10. Up we will put I equal 20. Okay, after we will start with this.
that will be okay. I was telling you the advanced thing for that thing how it will work, right? So if you want crazy things, we
This
will do. Yeah, just
step.
come back. So what we will do now? I just told you the what is the difference between the loop and for loop and while loop, right? So now we will do what thing? We will write a while loop, right? That will print from 1 to 100, right? 110.
Okay.
Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to create a while loop that will print from 1 to 110 times, right? So what we have to do, we have to initialize a variable int I equal to, and we will assign to the last smallest value to that variable, right? 1, right? And then what we have to, we will start the while loop and we will make the condition. Now what will be the condition,
I
right? So I
I
less than and equal to 10, right? if
yes.
if I is less than or equal to 10, then run these the lines of the code, right? What it will run, it will print system dot out dot print I, right, plus and comma, right? The once it will print the I, we have one into the I and comma. Now what we have to do, we have to increment I one time, right? So that next time it should print 2. Now how we will increment the I once? So you must have printed the increment operator, right? So I plus plus, if I will be 1, this thing will increase
I
by
will be two now.
2. Yeah, second time I
Yes,
will 3, right? So that thing, it will work by
until 10.
until 10, right? So what it will do, it will start from 1. We if I equal to 1, here we will check in the I we have 1, we will check 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, 1 is less than 10, right? So what it will print, it will print 1 and colon. Again, what
Okay.
in this line, I plus plus will make I equal to 2. Again, it will go in the while section. In the while, now I
Two.
is 2 less than equal to 10.